Hey guys, today we're going to do a little organization type stuff. This is going to be freezer organization. Most of you only have one freezer. Some of you have none because you're off grid. But we have three. Two small ones and one large one. And tomorrow, we are expecting the fourth freezer. Two of ours are very old. So we're going to show you what we're doing to fix things so that we know what's in each freezer. So we're going to try to organize these freezers just a little bit. This one that's in the house is going to the porch. There's one in the feed room. There's one in the barn. And then the new one's coming here in the house. Because, like I said, two of them are old and you never know when a freezer's going to quit. So we're going to organize in the manner that the older ones will have stuff that if something does happen, we don't lose a lot of stuff. This freezer is in the house right now. It's like a 5 cubic foot or something like that. It's not very big. It takes up just a small corner of our kitchen. We're getting an 8 cubic, I think, that will come to right here. So it will give us that much more space in order to have stuff in the freezer. This one we're going to defrost as we're going, and it has stuff, everyday stuff, whatever I need day to day is usually in this freezer. So we're going to dig it all out, defrost it, and put it on the porch. We have a plug here by our door. So the freezer's going to come out here. We'll move the table around or something. We'll get rid of it or do something. But the freezer will sit right here. And I know it's in the elements, but I've had freezers outside before on porches and they do just fine.
Okay, this is our 9 cubic foot freezer out here in the shop. We have lots of seeds in this freezer. We're going to be taking out all seeds, all flowers or anything like that, or banana flower, almond flowers, stuff like that, pecans, anything like that is going to be going into the small freezer in the milk room that we have, because we're trying to organize all of our freezers and get them to where we know exactly what's in what freezer. We're going to take our oldest freezer, which is in the milk room, and we're going to put all of our seeds, flour, pecans, things like that, all that goes into that freezer. In the event if the freezer goes out on that one, power goes or something, we're not going to lose a food item in that one. The seeds are not going to hurt. We'll mainly be able to focus then on the larger freezers where our meat and our vegetables will be at. So we have things like our natural hog casings. We keep plenty of those in stock. And in the event we get ready to make sausage, we have different types of Legs Old Plantation seasonings in here. We have them by the bags, guys, because they're not expensive, and in the stores, we try to stay stocked up on that, because lots of times I make sausage for other people from their animals when we're butchering them here, and it's just a lot more convenient to have that stuff on hand when you're doing it. We also have our pink salt here. We buy it in bulk from the local butcher. We have the same thing. It's called Insecure #1. We order this from a company when we can't get it locally, but we keep plenty of that in stock in the freezer. And it stays labeled what it is so that nobody gets it, because it's extremely dangerous. You don't want anybody using it wrong.
First we're going to be defrosting as we go, kind of taking some of this out. All the meat birds, things like that's going to stay in this freezer in the shop. The peppers, the blueberries, those type things are going to come out and go into the freezer on the porch. We want veggies and fruits that we can put in the one on the porch, and the house will be everyday meats and stuff like that. Alright, Danny's taking the ice off, and you have to be careful. You do not want to jab a hole in your freezer, but he just gets right behind it enough to break it off, and it just peels off in layers. And all the meat and stuff's going to remain, some of it in here, some of it in the freezer in the house. We still have blueberries, like 12 gallons or more of blueberries. Persimmon, I thought we were out. This is from 2015. There's like 6 or 7 containers of persimmon, so I guess we'll be making some persimmon pies. We have a sink full of ice that will melt sometime over the next day or two. And ice all over the yard. This will melt probably in the next 5 minutes because it's about 65, 68 degrees outside, so this will melt shortly. Next comes the task of just wiping everything down and putting everything back. How long did it take us? 30 minutes or less?
Probably 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes. And then we'll add what we want back in here. Of course, the new freezer hasn't arrived yet, so everything will go back in here, but we'll fix it where the stuff on top will be what goes in the new freezer. This is our meat birds, and we have 14 more to go in here. Okay, so for now we have the meat birds in the bottom. We're going to add the other 14. This is some leg quarters and stuff that we had. Will go in the new freezer in the house so we can use them up first. As you can see, the deer is all stacked on the little shelf there. And this is what's left of some of the beef that we had in the freezer. So this will go in the big freezer in the house later. And then we'll start adding into this one. Next step, third freezer. This freezer I have had for 12 to 15 years. It has sat out on a porch for the first 6 or 8, and it was an apartment for 3, and now it's been here for 5. So this is a pretty good, like 3 cubic foot. It doesn't have much space in it. We're going to put all our seeds in this one because it is the oldest freezer that we have. Alright, this whole section here is nothing but corn. Danny corn, rainbow corn, Stowell evergreen, sawtooth. I don't know, he's got more corn than I know what to do with. This is our peanuts here. We have the Virginia Fancy and the jungle peanuts that we've saved. We're going to be adding a few more seeds to this freezer. And we're going to be adding the sausage casings, the sausage seasonings. The reason for the seeds being in this freezer is because it is furthest from the house. And if we don't check it every few days and something happens, the seeds, the flowers, that sort of stuff won't go bad. The seasonings and things, they'll be okay for several days. And usually we check freezers at least twice a week. So this freezer would not ruin on us if it was to stop working for whatever reason. And there would be nothing in it that we would have to process or can. This one would be the last freezer that we would deal with. If we had to, we could take everything out and put it on the cabinet over here and let it just get room temperature. So this freezer is almost done. I'm going to continue adding the last stuff like the flowers and the seasonings in here, and this freezer will be done. I have these little aluminum pans that I'm putting some of the small seeds in, and we have quite a few seeds in the house that some of those will come out here when we rearrange up the freezers after the new freezer comes. But for now, these few were in the freezers that we just cleared out, and they're going to sit on top of the corn. And y'all, that's one side, 3/4, well, about half full of just corn seeds. I've rearranged. I've got 2 of the aluminum pans here. One has all the seasonings in it. This top one has the casings. And I'm just going to sit this thing of seeds here. Now that leaves this much space for our flowers that we have. I've put the banana flower and the rice flower here. I've got them tied in bags because these will move to the house so that we'll have them close at hand, and we'll continue with seeds in this freezer. But until the new freezer gets here, we have to keep rearranging things for the next 24 hours. Now I have all the peppers and the eggs that I've frozen. I think I had 7 gallon bags of eggs here and about 12 of the peppers. These are gallon bags of peppers. I've got to put them on top of the meat in the freezer in the shop until we can move them to the house. Okay, so I have 1 pack of sweet corn left and 1 pack of corn on the cob. I have about 7 or 8 packs of eggs that are frozen in small packs inside the gallon packs. All this will go, and then I think I had 12 bags of peppers in here, and 1 pack of boiling okra and 1 pack of frying okra. So a lot of this will come back out so that the meat birds can go in here. As you can see, 14 meat birds were not going to fit in this freezer, so we have to make room. And this is the top of the refrigerator in the shop. More Danny corn, more flour. As you can see, everything we have needs to be rearranged. All this corn here will have to go into the little freezer for corn storage, and then this can be used for flours and things here. We are defrosting this freezer here in the house. This one will be moving out to the porch. We've decided that this freezer sitting outside is going to become flour, corn flour, anything like that, cornmeal, anything that we have mixed up like that, plus our pecans and that sort of thing, pecan meal. If something were to happen to this freezer, that stuff would not go bad. That's another plus for having this freezer out here, and all the flours and the pecans and things, any kind of nuts in this freezer. Today we just got our new freezer in. It's been plugged in a while. We've moved things around, and it is a little bit wider because the other freezer took up probably about this much space. So we have not quite double, but close. We have already filled it with what we want in the house. In this side, almost all the way up is peppers. You can see peppers to right there. I have a little bit of okra left, a little corn left. We put it on top so that I can use this first. Down here in the bottom is like 14 bags of eggs. So we have frozen eggs in the bottom. On top I put some chicken legs, some turkey, some deer, some roast. Underneath here is beef, and I've got some stir fry and hamburger. Here is things that we need to use right quick and get it out of here that I've cooked. So this freezer still has room, but not a lot. The freezer outside mainly has flour of all sorts in the bottom, cornmeal, corn flour, rice flour. We've got just about any kind of flour added in here. Then I've got persimmon from 15 that I've got these and put them here so that we can use these up first. Over here is some dog treats and more flour and the pecan meal. So this one still has room, as you can see. The refrigerator freezer in the shop we have cleared out, except for a couple of things to make some sausage with. So this freezer is ready to use to process some of the meat. This is our biggest freezer in the shop. We've got it down to a couple of roasts. We have our deer meat underneath here. This is turkey that we're going to be using for making sausage. All this is blueberry. We have plenty of blueberries, blackberries, and a few huckleberries under there. And underneath this is all our chickens that we did and before. This is where we're going to stack the next chickens and freeze them. And then we've still got to do a pig, guys. But we have room 14 chickens. We're going to slice them in half so they won't take up as much room as a full-size bird. Our little freezer. This is the one with all the seed. This side right here is nothing but corn, and you can see there's not much space left. And then other seeds that Danny had are in here. So guys, that's our freezer reorganization, if you want to call it that. We are really pleased with how it turned out. We have 2 freezers, the small ones if they go out. We have flour in one, seeds in the other. So that's a minimal of, okay, we don't lose much. That kind of stuff can take the heat. It's going to be mainly for what we need here in the house to make meals and things like that, as you saw. It's going to come in really handy. The one out, the bigger freezer out in the shop is going to be meat. So last year at this time, I was really kind of freaking out about meat and saying, you know, we needed to up our meat production. Hey, we're there. We've got to get the meat birds in the freezer. Then we've got 2 pigs. And somewhere along the way, I've got to figure out how to get some more beef. So thank you guys for coming along with the organization of our freezers. Check it out in about 3 months and let's see how well they stay organized.